probably heard of light or not. It's a bit busy out here because there's all sort of building works going on, but I am finally in London, just left my bags at the hotel, and I'm heading towards the Excel Centre to check out Friday at EGX 2022. Now then, last year was more than a little bit disappointing in terms of the actual show itself, because it was half empty basically. It looked like they forgot to fill half the hall. This year, I've had the opportunity to speak to Eurogamer's Martin Robinson before coming down, and he says, as far as he knows, because he's not on the actual EGX team, is he? As far as he knows, it's going to be busier this year. Not full capacity as it was. Oops, not kind of full strength as it were. But yeah, a lot more to see and do and play and all sorts. So, with any luck, I'm here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's half day Friday, isn't it really? And hopefully, yeah, plenty for me to do, plenty to see. Normally though, it's a matter of who I'm seeing rather than what I'm seeing. So yeah, looking forward to it. I've already got a few things planned, but already I'm wondering how I'm going to get in there, because by the looks of it, it's nothing but a big building site at the moment. Yeah, the west entrance, I think it is completely covered by building work. Oh well. We'll call it a challenge. Let's see how we get on.
Hello there, post EGX Tom here, and as we're looking at the entrance to the Excel, and then we'll be moving on to this. Well, it was my first walkthrough of the show floor itself, and I thought probably the best format for this video would be if I just kind of went through each of the different areas of the show floor and talked about what was there and what I thought, basically. So, first things first. Spoiler alert, by the way. Yeah, this was a lot better than last year, the 2021 show, which was half empty, to be quite honest. I mean, like, I remember getting there last year and just walking halfway down and went, where's the rest of the show? This year, it was packed. Like, Microsoft and Sony weren't there, sorry. And a lot of the big publishers weren't there. Activision were there showing off Call of Duty. Capcom was there showing off Street Fighter 6. Sega was there with Sonic Frontiers, and Nintendo were there with like several different games, but you know, there was no big hitters, and I'm told that was basically because so many games have been pushed back. You know, they weren't showing them off. But anyway, we'll start with the actual tour here, and this is one of the many cosplays. I forgot to take any video of the community hub stage where the cosplay was taking place. But there's cosplayers everywhere. This has been probably the most impressive one I saw. See, that pirate thought it was very impressive. There was a lot of pirates around as well, funnily enough. And yeah, this is right at the front. Always at the front is the indie stuff, basically. And I played a whole hand of actually really interesting games there. And they kind of run the full gamut from like little retro kind of pixel art games to really expensive looking VR games and expensive looking shooters and so forth. I love it there every time. My favourite was probably this game here, which was Scare Ritual. Don't think that's how you pronounce it correctly. The guy there told me how to pronounce it and then how not to pronounce it, and the how not to pronounce it stuck, so sorry mate, but yeah, that's like a horde mode shoot, and I thought it was really good actually. I have to check that out. What was next? Oh yeah, the Careers Fair, which had like its little own stage and like a lot of universities there and stuff. I don't make use of it, so I can't really comment, but it was there. And then the other side of the indie zone was like this the Tentacle Zone. I forget who runs that, but they also had this Future of Play exhibition there, which had like this weird, well, this pool table that you're looking at there with the slope on it, and like stuff like this pocket plant where you had to use the light to grow a plant. And I mean, I garden, but I couldn't figure it out. It's called the Future of Play, but it's very tongue-in-cheek, you know, not to be taken seriously. Very experimental, basically. Next up was the Left Field Collection, which is usually a highlight for me, but this year it was pretty quiet, to be honest, and I didn't really see much that grabbed my attention. Basically, the one thing that did get my attention was a game with a pun in the title, which was Schrodinger's Cat Girl, which I thought was hilarious. So, I don't know. Make of that what you will. Oh yeah, and then special effects. Special effects I check out every year, but this year was cool because, you know, I've been raising money for them on stream earlier this year. So it was nice to go along and see, you know, what they spend that money on, and, you know, the things they've been achieving. And yeah, always a good stop off with special effect. And directly behind that, Goat Simulator 3, which, if you don't keep track of Goat Simulator, it's a very daft game, and there is not a Goat Simulator 2. They skipped Goat Simulator 2, went straight to 3. Probably the most popular game in the indie zone. Oh, Sonic Frontiers as well, also hugely popular. It's a 3D Sonic game. It's just a 3D Sonic game, though. I don't know what to tell you about that. It's very average. Then the Splatoon Tournament Zone and House Flipper 2, which was House Flipper 2 was really popular all weekend as well. So was Wolong, which is like that Japanese Chinese Souls-like game, which is very pretty and has been, you know, been grabbing a lot of attention for that. I didn't play that. I could not be bothered waiting, unfortunately. I'm far too patient, because that queue again was very busy. It's like everything in the middle was really busy. On the technology side, there's loads of vendors here, and we're looking actually here at a VR monitor, which is like 2 8K panels in a monitor with like head tracking, and basically it was like having a it was 3D, so you can't tell obviously from this video, but the sense of depth from looking around that cockpit was amazing. Unfortunately, if you're not sat in front of it and it's not tracking your head, looking at the screen makes you feel really funny, and it made me feel a bit sick actually, because you get like a double image, which you can see a bit of here in this footage. But still, I was really impressed. God knows how much it is, though. It's the only one in the UK at the moment, a prototype of sorts. I can just imagine how expensive that's going to be, though. Maybe stick with real VR, because you can't do like all the VR experiences in that, obviously, because you can't move around or anything. What's next? Oh yeah, the Lenovo Legion stand, which had this Formula 1 setup, which was really cool. Again, like 2-hour queue for that, so I was like, no, screw that off. I did have a go in this though, which was like the Crystal Dome put inside of a giant PC. They were giving away like laptops and gaming headsets and all sorts, and all I won is a fucking hoodie, so shows you how, just tells you how good I am at it, you know. But I tried. What can I do? Behind all that, though, was Street Fighter 6, and it was a really unassuming area. I didn't spot it at first, because it was like this darkened area with just a load of PCs, and just that one little sign there that says Street Fighter 6. But I went in, I played it twice, the queue was really short because of it. Played it twice, it's fantastic, I'm back in. I was kind of out for 5, but I'm back in now, it's really good, get on it. Then towards the rear was like all the stalls. You know, all the shopping area. Buy your merch, lots of anime stuff. I basically just bought fudge and then some presents for the kids. And that was about it. Oh, this is the arena, which is like all where they held the tournaments. Like Rocket League and Tekken and Street Fighter. But when I was there, when I was filming, they were just showing off Pokemon cards. So, hey, whatever floats your boat. I'm sure people loved it. And then directly next to that was the Modern Warfare 2 stand, which again, hugely popular. Can't imagine why. I spent a little more time though in the card game zone, which we're looking at here. Didn't play anything. It was because I don't really get it. But the tabletop zone, I played at least one game. That one, in fact, where you were flipping the little things through a little hole. That was great fun. But it was full of families, this area. Families just playing games together, and I thought that was like the sweetest thing. You know, because there wasn't huge queues or anything. In fact, there was no queues for the tabletop stuff, and you can pick what games you want to play. You know, talk to the staff, and they'll help you out and explain the rules. And what a great way to spend some time with your family at this convention. You know, so I was very happy with it. Oh yeah, live live stage where all the live events were taking place. And even if you were at one point, you would have seen me up on stage as well, playing with the Eurogamer team, playing speedrunners. And I bloody won because I'm so much better than them at it all. Don't tell them I said it, but I did win. I did win. And right next to that, the meet and greet stage, which was where you could meet people like the Eurogamer video team and a load of other people that I did not recognise in the slightest. But people were queuing all day, every day to visit different people and talk to them, should I say. And then that's the EGX Theatre where like all the live shows are on as well, all the like the big shows, like the Oxvent show and stuff. This is after the show now. After hours, after 6 o'clock, you know, they kick all the kids out basically, close off half the show, and just have this retro area open, which had like all the retro games. No pinball this year, but they had plenty of arcade machines, plenty of retro systems, some really rare ones as well. You know, like the PC Engine Shuttle, I think was the one I noticed. So that was great fun. And they had like stuff like pub quizzes and DJs and stuff going, and like the Oxventure was on in the after hours section, but you had to pay extra to get into that, and I'm not a fan anyway. But I didn't go to any of that because I ended up meeting friends both nights, so this was just me popping in afterwards just to see what was going on, and then spotting Bertie from Eurogamer. See, oh shit, Bertie, so there you go, that was me. That was me, and that was me really quickly talking about what was going on, because that footage went really quickly. I possibly should have taken some more, but there we go. But yeah, as I said earlier on, EGX 2022 was a huge improvement over the previous year. You know, I'm looking forward to next year again. That's in October, I think the 12th. It starts 12th of October, so I'll be looking forward to that. And maybe they'll even get the Birmingham one going this year. They've been trying to for a couple of years now, but you know, things as they are, what can they do? Anyway, thanks again for stopping off and watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, all of that, and I shall speak to you later. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.